Hi everyone. Today is Thursday, May 21st, 2020. I'm Crystal Dawn Hill, and I'm here to share part one of my story entitled The Pendant. I was working at a big box home improvement retailer, and I had a really good rapport with one of the managers. He was very down to earth and kind, and the other managers who I worked under were, very distant and standoffish. But this manager and I were from sort of the same area, and like I said, he was very down to earth and easy to get along with. And one day, I worked in the office, and one day I was going through the lost and found, and there was a little pendant in there. And we had a policy that an item had to be left in lost and found 30 days, and if no one claimed it, then the owner could have it, or if the owner didn't, the person who found it, if they didn't want it, then someone else could have it. So I asked the manager if I could be put on the list of people to get this item. And he said, you know what, I think it's been in there a while already. Why don't you just go ahead and take it? And I'm like, really? And it was really cool because it was kind of around the beginning of my journey, and things were starting to fall in place for me. So I really saw that as a blessing. So I was so excited about it. I went and bought a chain and even some little embellishments, little beads to wear on the chain, so that the pendant was embellished and it wasn't just hanging there by itself. And I got a lot of compliments on it, and I really enjoyed it. So I was so excited about it that I went next door and told a friend of mine, and this friend and I had discovered a lot of similarities that we shared. We both were on a spiritual journey. We both had little quirks and idiosyncrasies, and we really shared a deep bond. So I knocked on her door, and I was like, for some reason she didn't want me to come in. I think her husband was sleeping or something, and she didn't want to disturb him. So she, when I knocked on the door and showed her my necklace and showed her how excited I was about it, she said, hold on just a minute. And I stood on the doorstep and waited for her to come back. And when she came back, she had the exact same pendant. And both our minds were just blown away because it wasn't something that you just find everywhere. It was unusual. So we thought that was just so incredible. And I'm not sure how much age difference there is between us. I know I'm a little bit older than her. I think maybe like 4 to 8 years or something like that. So anyway, she would have been in her mid to late 20s, and I was in my early 30s when this happened. So what is so interesting about this pendant is in the middle of it, there's like, it's embossed, and in the middle of all of the different little design in it, there is something shaped like the letter Y. And I don't know if that was the intention of the person who designed it, but that's what it looked like to me. So, as I said, I had just embarked upon my journey, and that pendant just screamed at me, yes, yes, yes. Everything is going in my direction. Everything is working in my favor. I'm going in the right direction, and to just keep doing what I'm doing. I'm definitely on the right path. And that's how I interpreted that. And it was so funny because everywhere I looked, I saw the letter Y. I saw it in the branches in the trees. I saw it in the cracks in the sidewalk. And I just really was even though my outer circumstances weren't exactly favorable, I felt like I was on top of the world. And I even found something online that showed someone standing on a mountaintop and spreading their arms out, and that was exactly how I felt. It just felt like I had climbed to the top of the mountain, and I just felt so free. So I think that was all that I wanted to share on part 1 of the story. The time frame was very significant. The circumstances around the pendant and the meaning of it had so much significance, and I wouldn't have come to know what that significance would be until years down the line in different increments of my life throughout the past 20 years. So that's it for part 1. I'm not sure when I'll be posting part 2. Maybe today, perhaps in the next few days, I'm not sure. But anyway, thank you for watching and following along in my journey, and I wish you all the best along your journey as well. Have a wonderful day, and blessings.